If you have decided that it is time for chickens to be part of your homestead, however big or small, you will become their caretaker. Caring for chickens requires initial infrastructure and a bit of knowledge on your part, but once it's all set up, you can successfully manage your chickens by giving them around 15 minutes of care a day. Although, honestly, I liked spending more time with them than that. Good morning, it's early morning and I'm in front of my chicken coop before I've done my chores. I'll take you through what a typical day looks like with my chickens so you can see some of their behaviors and also see how this pattern of taking care of these very easy keeping animals might fit into your life. This early morning time is great for me because while the chickens are still in their coop, and they want to be out, trust me, this gives me a chance to work on their area in case I wanted to clean it or get some good bedding in there or get them some different materials to sort through. You'll see what I mean. All right, first things first with the chickens is getting them their breakfast. Here I've got some whole grains and seeds, corn, millet, sorghum, and sunflower seed. We like to give our chickens whole ingredients like this. This is an option for feeding your birds. And another very important thing in the morning, some water. This is an option for building and designing your chicken coop, is that we have rain barrels attached to our chicken coop, which makes having an off-grid source of water really easy and also keeps the water so close that if I need to replace it for some reason during the day, it's right here. Having an easy to access source of water makes your chores that much easier. Now it's time to let them out. Once the chickens are happily pecking and scratching away and the coop is vacated, this is an excellent time for daily coop maintenance. This is dependent on the design of your coop, of course, but typically this is when the dropping boards are scraped clean, new bedding is added if needed, and the nesting boxes are checked and also cleaned. If you have mobile chicken tractors, those will also need to be moved periodically too. Now my next task in the morning is to clean up the coop. Since I have all this litter on the bottom, that actually helps keep the bottom clean, so I'm not going to be cleaning up the floor. I'm actually going to be taking all the droppings that they've put elsewhere in the coop and putting them directly on the floor. This will help make wonderful compost and give them a clean place to sleep tonight. My favorite tool is this little broom right here. We're going to scrape the poop off. See how I do it one-handed? Just put it directly on the ground, mixes in with all that straw. That's a happy garden next year. Use the brush, get any dry bits. I try to use the cool of the morning to get the first half of my garden work done as well. So the morning is also a time when I collect huge bundles of weeds and pulled up grass and give it to the flock to eat and sort. If you work from home, the next time you might probably interact with your flock is after lunch. The afternoon is a great time to collect the first round of eggs, feed the chickens the kitchen scraps from breakfast and lunch, and to enjoy just the sight of them. Make sure to check their water source if you can. If somehow they dumped their water in the morning or got it gross, they'll need it to be refreshed. Now it's afternoon, and this is usually the second time of day that I come out to check on my chickens. I have all of my food scraps from last night's dinner and today's lunch from cooking. I have them in a bowl. I'm going to give these to the birds, and they know it. They always are excited. And I'm also going to go collect the eggs for the first time today. So let's give this to the birds. Check for eggs. I've got my basket. It's lined with a towel to keep the eggs from clinking together. Let's see how many we've got today. It's always different every day. It's been hot, so the chickens aren't super into laying eggs, but there's 2. Looks like that's it. 2 eggs for the morning. The last part of my job for this afternoon is just checking the chickens' water. I like to refresh it in the afternoon. Make sure it's nice and clean. In the evening, the chickens will often be the first animals on the homestead to turn in for the night. They instinctively know to return to their roost as soon as the sun goes down. So the last tasks for the day are to gather any additional eggs, safely shut up the coop for the night, and to remove any predator-attracting food from their run. As you can see, caring for chickens is pretty simple once you have all the infrastructure set up. It only takes minutes a day and the rewards are substantial. Hopefully this quick little view of a typical day with my flock can help you see how all the pieces and parts of chicken care can be seamlessly woven into your self-sufficient lifestyle.